knows property? Hi, this is Evelina Hu, your trusted property consultant. Today, I would like to discuss the factors to consider when buying a residential property in Singapore. When buying a property in Singapore, there are several factors to consider to ensure you make a well-informed decision. Here are some key considerations. The first thing to consider is your budget and your financial planning, which means the total cost, which includes the purchase price, buyer's stamp duty, which is BSD, additional buyer's stamp duty, which is ABSD, the legal fees, agent fees, renovation costs, and maintenance fees. Secondly, you have to also check your loan eligibility and the maximum amount you can borrow from banks or HDB. On top of it, you have to ensure that you can comfortably handle the monthly mortgage payments. Thirdly, after the finances is sorted out, it's time to decide which type of property you would like to buy. HDB flats are generally more affordable and come with government grants for eligible buyers. Private property include condominiums, executive condominiums, and landed properties. They're generally more expensive but offer more facilities. You can also decide whether you want new launch or you want to buy resale properties. Fourth criteria, you have to decide which location you would prefer. Proximity to MRT station enhances the convenience and often boosts the property value. It is probably easier to rent as well. Schools and amenities can be quite important too. Proximity to schools of your children or renowned schools, or shopping malls, markets, parks, and healthcare facilities can be quite important. Distance to your workplace for your daily commuting can be important too. Proximity to highways or public transport is important. You can also consider future development. Check the Urban Redevelopment Authority, which is URA, for the master plan for future developments in the area which might affect the property value and living conditions. Sixth criteria to consider is the property size and the layout. Determine the appropriate size based on your needs and preferences. Consider the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and the overall layout. Make sure that there's not a lot of wasted space. You have to also decide whether to buy leasehold or freehold properties. There are two types of leasehold properties in general: 99-year or 999-year leasehold properties. There's also freehold properties that you can consider to purchase. Freehold properties offer ownership indefinitely, but it's usually more expensive. When you start viewing the properties, it's good to inspect the condition of the property, especially for resale properties. Include the potential renovation costs that might be involved in getting this property for yourself. There's legal consideration as well. Ensure that all legal documents are in order, including the option to purchase and the sales and purchase agreement. Check for any encumbrances or caveats on the property. Understand the current market trends and property price movements. Be aware of regulations and cooling measures by the Singapore government, such as total debt servicing ratio, the mortgage servicing ratio, which is TDSR and MSR. Must also include the buyer's stamp duty, which is mentioned earlier in this video. BSD, which is buyer's stamp duty, is based on the property price or the market value of your property. Additional buyer's stamp duty, which is ABSD, it depends on the residency status and the number of properties you have already owned. If you are buying for investment, consider the potential rental income and likelihood of the property value appreciation. By considering these factors, you can now make a more informed decision when you go and purchase a property. Well, of course, you can also give me a call when you want to buy, sell, or rent a property.